I'm William DeLong here with Motor Sportsland RVs. I'm going to give you a tour of the brand new landmark Ashland fifth wheel. Top of the line residential living fifth wheel. We'll do a little walk around the outside first. The full body paint job on this honestly is second to none. We've seen some other trailers that have come in on trade and had full body paint, and it just is a very smooth transition between different paint colors. So beautiful paint job on this. Right here you've got an enormous pass-through storage, just huge. You've got a rubberized floor, so it keeps things from slipping around. Plus you even have tie-down straps. You've got a spot over here on the wall that you could hook up a TV if you wanted. You've got the coax and a power outlet if you wanted to hinge that out. It even has blow some heat down in here too, so it keeps it warm. You've got 1-inch thick foam-filled slam latch doors, very thick, so it helps with the insulation values, and you know, just close with a good solid catch to them. The propane tanks, you've got 7.5 gallon propane tanks, one on this side, one on the other side. Pretty straightforward there, and again, the nice thick slam latch doors. I've seen it before on trailers where you get the nicer door here, and then they seem to hold back on the, in particular, the door for the propane tanks. They'll go with a flimsy 1/4 inch thick door, but again, the 1-inch thick door, just good and solid all the way through. Up front, this is a really nice feature. Anybody that's had a fifth wheel before, without something like this on the front, just the regular kingpin coming right down, will notice the chucking of the fifth wheel when you stop and start, or you're hitting expansion joints in a concrete highway, you know, the da-dunk, da-dunk, da-dunk. What this does is this whole plate up here flexes and moves up to 1.5 inches in each direction. It's like a suspension system for the kingpin up here. So a really nice feature here just to make the whole traveling experience a lot smoother. Beautiful front cap, all painted again. The aerodynamic feature of this, plus the way the back end's designed, which I'll talk about in a second, gives this trailer anywhere from 2 to 3 miles per gallon better with your vehicle than your typical fifth wheel. And one of the main things is the front cap, and then also the main cap, which I'll show you in just a minute, and I'll talk about that more. From here you can see on the slide outs, you've got a topper cover covering the top of the slide out that keeps leaves, snow, debris from collecting up there. When you put the slide in, that rolls itself up and it's just out of the way, which is very nice. This is prepped for a generator. Again, a nice thick door up here. It really didn't hold back anywhere. You've got the fire back box here all set for a 5,500 watt generator, and that's wired into the main living room too. You've got a hydraulic 6-point auto leveling system, which you control from this box right here. Real simple. More or less, you just hit the button you see here, auto level, and the trailer completely levels itself out with 6 hydraulic jacks that come down. And one of the real nice features with that too is when you're done camping, you bring your truck back to hook up to the hitch. This will remember the exact level of where the front was. So after it does all its leveling out, you push a button on that and it'll bring it back to the exact level where your truck was when you detach from the trailer, so that it is real easy just to get right back on it. Got a 12-gallon hot water heater with 16 gallon per hour recovery rate. So that's about as good as it gets there. 40,000 BTU high output furnace. You know, so no problems there. And I'll talk more about the overall insulation values of the trailer when we get inside. Another one of the leveling jacks there. And maybe you can see better here with the lighting, just a beautiful paint job on this. Honestly, second to none. You've got a power reel here for taking your cord in and out. Really handy. You're talking about a 50 amp power cord here. These can be a bit to handle if you don't have a power reel system like this, just to wrap up and get inside the trailer. So very nice. Here's a good shot of the frameless window. Dual pane frameless window. These all open out from the bottom and pivot from about halfway up. So it acts kind of like a shingle on a house. If you leave the trailer and you have the windows out, you get a bad rainstorm that comes through and you're in town shopping, you don't have to worry so much about this type of window. So when it's open, the rain is going to shield off it like a shingle, as opposed to this whole area being open with a sliding window up or down. Then you can have the rain come right inside. So on the back side, I was mentioning the aerodynamics of the trailer. They have purposely designed this to wrap back in on the back side of this. What this does is creates a low pressure system essentially in the back that pushes the trailer forward and helps with the fuel economy. They've estimated that to be anywhere from 2 to 3 miles per gallon better towing this trailer versus trailers that don't have some of these aerodynamic features built in. Got a nice aluminum rack here, or ladder to get up top. Coming around the front side here again. This model has a outside TV setup here, which is nice, and not cutting back on the brands at all. This is an LG TV. That's one of your top line TV, not some TV you've never heard of. And that locks shut there. The wheels on this trailer, you've got 17.5-inch wheels with H-rated tires. A lot of people have had larger fifth wheels like this know that the tires can be the weak link to this whole deal. You have E-rated tires on a trailer like this. They're just not going to last. They're going to, you're going to get blowouts and have to deal with that. But this is about the heaviest duty tire that you can get. The frame itself on this trailer sits on a 12-inch I-beam frame. It's all powder coated, and inside that framing is where they put the your water tanks, your holding tanks, and all that. Which in this case, it's a 94-gallon freshwater tank, and you've got it's close to an 80-gallon black water tank and 80-gallon gray tank. So lots of storage capacity. Another nice thing they did with this frame, all your wires for the trailer, a lot of them are running through the framework, where they'll drill holes in it, where they have to get the wire to come through. They've used wire loom, which is a protective covering that you put the wire inside of. That's throughout the whole trailer to make sure that when the wires are moving around on those holes that they've cut in the metal, it won't chafe the wire. Because let me tell you, to get to those wires, if you had a problem down the road, would be difficult. So they've taken that extra step, and these are things that you don't see. Heartland, with their landmark trailer, just really tried to do the best they possibly can. With that, we'll go ahead and take a look inside and show you some of the other details. So inside the landmark Ashland, you're going to notice one thing right off. The back of this fifth wheel, the ceiling height runs straight all the way back. A lot of fifth wheels will start to drop down the back end here. By the time you get back here, the ceiling's right in around here. This is a new design where they've kept that ceiling height going all the way back. What that gives you is a lot more volume back here. Plus it gives you taller slide outs. I mean, I'm probably reaching up about 8 feet tall right here, so there's no chance of hitting your head on this when you stand up or move around. Again, just gives a large volume back here. This is a neat feature too. They just came out with this little desk here, or coffee table. Has a really nice feature to it. You lift it up and it comes right on back so that you have a workspace here, or if you're going to maybe have dinner back here while you're watching TV. But you can see how comfortable this is, and just real easy to work with. When you want to get up, you just put it back down, walk around it. So real nice there. You've got the sleeper sofa coming up the couch back here. Cabinets all around. And this is pretty handy. Nice TV. This is probably a 48 or 50-inch TV, but behind this is conveniently hidden the safe, programmable safe back here. It's a pretty neat feature there, plus a lot of storage in here for DVDs or whatever you're going to put there. And this latches shut so that it's not somebody just coming in a trailer is going to have no idea that there's that space behind it. You've got the 5100 BTU fireplace here. It's essentially a space heater. It doesn't have flame to it, but it's all run off electric. The cabinets, all the cabinet doors have these nice residential type hidden hinges, which again, they didn't need to do that kind of handiwork to these, but then you don't see the On the back side, you don't see any of the hinges, which is real nice. Drawers everywhere. Down here, there's even more. All on nice ball bearing glides. They operate real smoothly. Great pantry here. Nice full depth there. Down here, you've got drawers that slide all the way out, full extension drawers. These are rated to up to 50 pounds of weight, so they're pretty heavy duty. And this is a new thing we've seen, these induction stovetops. Runs off electric, so not gas. You're not using your propane gas for this stove, so that can be reserved for the heating and whatnot. But these will actually boil water in 60 seconds. So very efficient and you know, take care of getting the temperatures up as quick as you need them to. We've got a dishwasher over here. So that's a nice little feature. Not meant to do a ton of dishes, but typically you're going to just have a couple using this trailer, and that's enough to do the dishes you have there. I love this feature here, solid surface countertops. Typically you'd have these sink covers, and they double as cutting boards, and then you're kind of scratching up your Corian countertop. What they've done here is giving you an actual cutting board glued to the back of the Corian type material. So real ingenious there. You have that on both sides. Huge sink. So it's kind of a farm style sink. That's about as big as you're going to find. Real nice residential faucet with the pull down sprayer. And then you also have trash can storage right underneath the island here. So that's nice. Otherwise you have to put your 13-gallon trash can sitting out somewhere in the kitchen. So it's nice to tuck that away. You've got nice reclining wall hugging chairs. When you put those out, they don't tilt back into the wall, so they can be tucked in nice and tight to the wall. And when you recline them out, they work in a fashion that the back end doesn't hit on the wall. So pretty handy feature there. The fridge, huge residential style fridge. I'm not exactly sure the cubic feet on this. I think it's around either 19 or 20 cubic foot fridge. Get the slide out freezer down below. French door style top to it. And this runs off of a 1,000-watt inverter. So that's gonna be running off your battery system if you're dry camping. And you know, it's already got the inverter set up to run that, which is nice. Back here, washer and dryer right in here. You can either leave the shelves in or take those out, depending if you want to use it as a coat closet or washer and dryer setup. So the bathroom setup, we've got a solid one-piece fiberglass shower with a seat in it, glass doors, residential type fixtures in it. Real nice setup there. You can see the bathroom here, obviously porcelain toilet. They did go ahead and give you sink covers here too, so that you can, if you need more countertop space, you can put those in there. And moving into the main bedroom here, you've got LED rope lighting in behind here. If you want to, we have all the lights on right now, but if you want just a nice look in the bedroom, you can just have those on. It'll give enough light to, you know, so you can see what you're doing, but not blow you out with all the lights. Neat feature here too. This is a, obviously looks like a mirror right now, but they put the TV behind this. So you get kind of, kill two birds with one stone here. You have a TV. I'll turn that on and show you how that works. I'll kill a couple of lights here so I don't have to glare. Pretty cool design. We were pretty impressed when that came out. So you can be sitting in TV watching that, or you have the extra mirror. King size bed. Something pretty nice they've done with this. Typically you're gonna have a bed in an RV, the mattress is gonna sit right on plywood, which works okay, but they've taken that one step further and actually given you this kind of like an extra memory foam box spring type deal down here, which helps to have the mattress be better supported. So that's pretty handy. Got a nice cedar lined closet up front with the whole, all the shelves back behind the hanging area there. And I didn't talk about the R values. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit more when we get back in the living room, but The front end of this is actually R38, the front cap. That's pretty impressive. Your typical 2x6 wall in a home has R19. So it's actually about twice the R factor of a wall you'd have in your home up in the front cap here. Just a beautiful room though. One of the really unique things that Heartland does with their Landmark is they use block foam insulation in all four, actually all six walls, or four walls, sorry. The front cap and the back cap don't have the block foam insulation. But this is what you have in the floor that I'm standing on. It's block foam, which it's not just a great insulator, but it gives a lot of extra strength to the trailer, just rigidity in all different directions. So that's how much is in the floor. And then this is what's in the ceiling. This is 5.5 inches thick. So what you end up getting with these two products is a very well insulated and sealed RV. With the fiberglass insulation, the batt insulation, it can move around, it can slide, but this is a real solid deal. In fact, if you push up on the ceiling here, this is always impressive. Typically, you push up on any RV ceiling, you're gonna have about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of flex. This is the 5.5 inches of block foam insulation on the other side. That's a very, very solid. And what that gives you R value wise is R40 in the ceiling and R40 in the floor that I'm standing on here. So that's again about twice what your 2x6 wall would have in your standard home. The sidewalls, they're you can't get quite as much R value out of that because you're dealing with a thinner wall. You can't put the thick foam in there, but this is about an R11. And then to take all that one step further and make this year-round use, this does have the Yeti package, which is the water tanks have heat pads on them, 12-volt heat pads, and the water lines actually have heat tape running with them to make sure that they don't freeze. So, beautiful trailer. I think I've hit about half the things this has. I could go on and on, but that should do it for now. Thanks for your time, and again, I'm William DeLong, and happy to help you out down here at Sportsland. Come on down and take a look. Thank you.